Thank you so much for tuning in to Manundo Visual Channel, the channel in which you talk about life issues, life challenges, and how best to solve them. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Today, I want to look at one drug. Yeah, mainly this channel talks about drug abuse and substance. We have talked about alcoholism. We have talked about the use of bangi, and today I want to analyze another drug which is always misused in Kenya, and that is Mogoka. Mogoka. I know most of you guys, most of Kenyans don't know what is Mogoka, and most of you have seen it. Mogoka is a plant. It's a plant-based stimulant that is chewed for it is made stimulant effects in the many parts of the body. So it's a plant. Mogoka is planted like a tree, yeah, and it's a stimulant which causes effects to many parts of the body. Mogoka, especially when we're talking about in Kenya, where in Kenya, Mogoka is usually used in the central part of Kenya. It's very common among the Gikuyu, among the Aembu, among the Meru, yeah, the central part of Kenya. And also, some of the areas that are affected by Mogoka is the Isiolo part, Isiolo, Nanyuki, Isiolo, that parts. It's used mostly, but Mogoka is also in Nyanza, in Kisii, that areas. It's also used there. You can find it there. At my home, I know a place where Mogoka is planted. Yes. Oh, thank you so much. Then, so that's Mogoka. According to Nakada, about by 2018, 30 million Kenyans were using Mogoka. Yeah, 30 million people were using Mogoka. Most of the people who use Mogoka in Kenya are the youth between 18 years and 5 years. 18 years and 5 years. Remember, that is the most productive part of your life. Most productive part of your life in accordance to creativity, building your career. Yeah, that's the most productive part of your life. But you get that most of the people, 30 million people, are affected by Mogoka. Men are the one who use Mogoka more than the women. Yes, men. But women are coming up now. They are achieving Mogoka, unlike it was at the early stages. Then another thing that you need to understand about Mogoka is that it is legal. Yeah, it's not illegal. It's illegal. You cannot be arrested because of the use of Mogoka. No, it's illegal. You can use it anytime in the country. Mostly Mogoka is chewed. Yeah, you chew. You get people chew it with njugu. Yes, and a soda. Yeah. Mogoka, it's like inaka kama you see the pictures, inaka kama majani chai, yeah? You chew it. Mogoka is different from MIRAA. MIRAA is different, yeah. Mogoka is different. Mogoka is cheaper compared to MIRAA. MIRAA is a bit expensive, and most of the people go for Mogoka. Thank you so much. So let's look at. You have said Mogoka is chewed, yeah? So we want to look at why you should not chew Mogoka, why you should not use this Mogoka. So we are looking at the effects on the use of Mogoka. Mogoka is very addictive, as like any other drug. It's very addictive. It contains cathinone, an item called canthenine, which is psychoactive substance that can be addictive. Cathinine is a psychoactive substance that can be very addictive. So, prolonged use of Mogoka lead to dependence and withdrawal symptoms such as anxiety, irritability, and depression. So, when you use a lot of Mogoka, it contains that cathinine. Yeah? So, cathinine is very proactive. Yeah. So, when the prolonged use, you will be addicted. You will be depending on Mogoka to make some. And make some decisions. That's why people can't sleep without Mogoka, because of cathinine. Therefore, if you withdraw from use of Mogoka, you will start being anxious. It creates anxiety. It creates irritability. You'll be irritated very easily. It can lead to depression when you withdraw using Mogoka. But two, Mogoka is chewed. So another effect of Mogoka is it causes dental problems. Shida ya meno, dental problems. Chewing Mogoka can cause dental such as gum diseases, tooth decay, and loss of enamel. This is because Mogoka is acidic and can erode tooth enamel. So be very careful. It will cause, that's why unapata watu hata hawana meno ambao wametumia Mogoka sana, because Mogoka is acidic. Yeah, so that acidity, it will cause it affect enamel. Yeah, that will cause tooth decay. It will cause loss of enamel, as you have said, and it can cause gum diseases. That's why we find watu wengine at a very young age meno imekuwa decayed, yeah, meno yanakaa vibaya, or watu wengine they have lost meno, they don't have tooth because of the prolonged use of Mogoka, because of that acidity. That acidity will cause tooth disease. Number 3, it will cause stomach problems. Stomach problems. What do I mean by stomach problems? Mogoka can cause stomach problems such as diarrhea, nausea, and vomiting. This is because it contains tannin, which can rotate the stomach lining. Yeah, it has tannins. Yeah, that can irritate the stomach lining. So Mogoka has tannin, which will affect the stomach lining. That stomach lining, if it is affected, it will affect the smooth digestion. It causes stomach problems. You are diarrheaing all the time. You are vomiting, nausea. You have it. Because of tannin. Tannin will affect the stomach. The normal digestion of stomach is affected. So that's another effect on Mogoka. 5, it causes insomnia, lack of sleep. Mogoka can cause insomnia, making it difficult to fall asleep or stay asleep. Yeah, I know most of them use it because they want to stay awake. For example, those who are using lorries, who are traveling masafa marefu, they prefer using Mogoka because it will help them. It will help them not to have not sleep. But later it will cause insomnia, lacking of sleep. Insomnia is the lack of sleep. Unapata yani ni saa sita lakini hauna sleep. You don't have that natural sleep. You cannot sleep naturally. That's another cause. That's another effect of the use of Mogoka, and you need to avoid it. You need to avoid it. Another one is increased heart rate and blood pressure. Mogoka can cause an increase to the heart rate and blood pressure, which can be dangerous for people with pre-existing heart conditions. So Mogoka also causes heart rate increase. When the heart rate increases, it can lead to blood pressure. With blood pressure too, if you have a pre-existing condition such as blood pressure, it will increase it, and that will then cause death. That is increased heart rate and blood pressure. Another effect is causes aggression and violence. Yeah, it is linked. Actually, Mogoka is linked with social problems such as violence, with some users becoming aggressive or engaging in criminal activities after using it. Yeah, when you use Mogoka, you become more aggressive, and that one can affect you, can cause aggression, and you can be engaged into criminal activities like stealing, killing, fighting, all that. Last one is it causes impaired judgment and coordination. Mogoka can impair judgment and coordination, making it dangerous to drive or operate heavy machinery while under influence. It causes impaired judgment and coordination. Mogoka, your judgment will be affected, and that one can cause an accident. Making decisions, you are affected. Because of the dependence on Mogoka. Thank you so much for watching, and those are the effects, and you need to avoid the use of Mogoka as much as possible. If you have a question, write down there in the comment chat. Thank you so much. God bless.